on to item K1, increase in school psychologist intern funding for 2014-15.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. These positions have been there for the last couple of years, and what happened this year is we had enough money for one 4-day position, and the second position was 2.5 days. We went out to interview and got a number of candidates that were very, very good for school psychologist intern. And unfortunately, we only received one that decided to take the position at Annie Yates. And because we noticed that the 2.5 days was a bone of contention with the other one, we decided we'd try to see if we could find some funds to increase it to 4 days, because the caliber of the candidate that we wanted to get are usually more experienced. They're there for their second or third year, and they didn't want to do 2.5 days and then go. Usually when they're trying to get their hours, they want to stay at one or two places versus going to several places. So we looked through our budget, or I looked through our budget basically, and I noticed that we had some school climate grant funds that were we could roll over to next year. And it's a one-time funding that we were using for mindfulness trainings for the teachers, and we didn't use it all, but we had enough to increase the days. So that's what I'm asking for in terms of a permission to increase it. It's the same position, it's just increasing the number of days, and we have the funding for it.
That's great. We have the funding. I like that answer. That's always best. Any questions for Ms. Dunn on this particular one? We have grant funding to cover it.
Nope, looks good to me.
And I don't have a problem voting on that item. Anybody else? I'll ask if there's public comment on that first. Right, great. All right. Can I get a motion to approve that?
I move that we approve the school psychologist intern for the 14-15 year.
Second.
Awesome. Any objections? I don't have any. So that's yeah, let's go for it. Please.
President Dice?
Yes.
Member Dwin?
Yes.
Member Effel?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Dunn. That didn't hurt at all. That's great. All right. We'll now move on to item K2. K2, approval of public disclosure proposed collective bargaining agreement. And I know we have an amended sheet at our tables here.
Part of the settlement process is for the board to approve a AB 1200 disclosure of the cost of the proposals. The district has agreed, has a tentative agreement with the teachers for a 2% on-schedule salary increase retroactive to July 1, 2013, and a one-time 4% bonus. The total cost for that this fiscal year is $220,077. The ongoing cost for the 2% on-schedule payment would be $73,698 for next year, and then the following year in 16-17, that would be $75,025 in year 3. The district, with its large ending balance, is the reason why the 4%, and we did receive a year-over-year increase this year in excess of 2%. So we can afford this settlement. I won't go through the entire document for you, but if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Oh, great. Thank you, Mr. Bonet. Any questions from board members on this one? Thank you for also providing the amended typo list.
Yes, my fat fingers stayed on the 6 a little too long.
No, that's helpful. Any questions from Mr. Bonet?
just, how far are we with the other bargaining unit and settling that? Do we know? Are we close? You don't have to, are we close?
We're still in discussion with them. We have a meeting with them tomorrow,
Okay.
actually.
That's good enough.
I see, I didn't even catch that. Extra 600,000
I'm for
in
you.
year 3.
I got you.
That's my job. No, this looks good to me.
All right. So, any public comments on this particular item? Yay, go for it. All right. So, I'm entertaining a motion on this particular item. What does my duo say?
I move that we accept the proposed collective bargaining for ETA for the 13-14,
For the public disclosure.
for the public disclosure. Proposed collective bargaining agreement.
Second it.
All right. No objections here. We're good. All right. So that takes us to the next item, very much related. Item K3, approval of the ETA and EUSD 2013-14 reopener articles, tentative agreements for the 2011-14 EUSD and ETA bargaining unit agreement. Ms. Harrell.
Okay, and these tentative agreements have been voted on and approved by ETA, and we're bringing them here tonight to ask the board approval.
Great. Any questions for Mrs. Harrell? Great work. Great work.
Both teams say thank you.
Great work. Definitely. And we saw this at the last meeting, so
Mhm.
this is
Yes.
very familiar document. No questions up here? Any public comments, questions on this, or comments? Right. Entertain a motion on this as well.
I move that we accepted fiscal year 2013-2014 reopener articles with the tentative agreements for 2011 through 2014 ETA bargaining unit agreement.
Second it.
All right. Any objections? I having none. So I believe we're covered. And again, thank you to both teams for this hard work. And I know you're standing there because item 4 is yours as well.
Yes, ma'am.
K4, Emery Unified School District Sunday